Video number 53 for cello students, and in this video we're going to learn a new time signature. I need you open to page number 21 in your Essential Elements book, and we're going to be playing number 74 and 75 today. Okay, to do that we have to learn a new time signature. Now you have learned key signatures and time signature. You've learned one key signature. The key signature is D major, the one that you have learned. We will learn others later. The time signature you have learned is 4/4 time. Now we haven't talked too much about the time signature since, like, I don't know, video number 5 and 7, I think, is when we learned about those musical symbols. What we're going to learn today is 2/4 time. Now when I first taught you those time signatures, I told you that the 4 was going to be on the bottom for a long time. The 4 on the bottom means that a quarter note gets the beat. And you're like, duh, of course a quarter note gets a beat. Well, one day a quarter note will not get the beat. But that's not till like the end of book 2. We got a long time before I even think about that. So for now, know that the quarter note is still going to get the beat. And what tells us that is the fact that there's a 4 on the bottom in any one of these time signatures. The time signature we're learning today is 2/4 time. The number on the top tells us how many beats there are in a measure, how many quarter notes there are in a measure, okay? So 4/4 time, the number on the bottom, the 4 on the bottom told us a quarter note gets the beat. The number on the top told us there were 4 beats in a measure. Now we're going to learn some songs that only have 2 beats in a measure. Now this is not going to be very different for you. The only main difference for you right now is that we're going to only count to 2 instead of 4. So when we're counting 8 notes, we count 1 tay, 2 tay, 1 tay, 2 tay. There is no beat 3. Okay? Look at number 74 in your book, and you'll notice that there are only 2 quarter notes before you see a bar line. There's only 2 beats in that measure. Okay? So what is the purpose of this? Why is there a 4/4 and a 2/4? Why can't we just play 4/4 all the time? As you develop as a musician, you will learn that there is actually a slight difference in the feel of the music between 4/4 time and 2/4 time. The beginning of a measure in most songs, I need to say most, okay, but everything you'll play this year and for most of your life, the beginning of the measure is the strongest beat. So in 4/4 time, every 4th note is the strongest. In 2/4 time, every 4th note, every 4th beat is the strongest. In 2/4 time, every other beat is strong. Now, that's kind of an oversimplification of it, but that kind of will let you know that for now, okay? It kind of explains why we have to have 2/4 time and why we have to have 4/4 time. Now, 3/4 time is the time signature we're going to learn next. And you will really understand the difference when we get to 3/4 time, because it's very obvious. It has a much different feel than 4/4 or 2/4 time. And it's really obvious that beat 1 is the strongest when we play in 3/4 time. So I just put that on the board there. And of course in 3/4 time, there are only 3 beats in a measure. I just put that on the board there so you could see the difference in the 3 different time signatures. Those are the only time signatures we will learn in all of book 1, okay? So I'm going to move the camera back here so that you can see me playing. I want you to look at number 74 in your book. And of course, we're going to use our friend the metronome. Now I'm going to have the 8th notes clicking. And the tempo I'm going to use for this is 66, okay? So a quarter note needs to get 2 clicks because we have 8th notes clicking. All right, there are no half notes in this one. Because according to the books, you haven't actually learned half notes yet, but I've taught them to you. I want you to shadow bow, and remember shadow bowing, you're down here. We're really just doing the rhythm right now, because with 74, you're going to be playing on open D when I have you play. So shadow bow 74, 1, 1 tay, 2 tay, shadow bow, and 1 tay, 2 tay, 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 1 tay, off. Remember the last note, sometimes too long, sometimes too short. Make it exactly right. 1 tay, off. Okay, let's play that together now on open D. Open D, and 1 tay, 2 tay, 74, and go. 1 tay, 2 tay, 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 1 one take, two take, one take, off. All right, make sure you can hear that click, that you're not playing over into beat 2. All right, now go on to 75, and for this one, I am going to change the tempo down to 60. This one's a little bit tricky. It looks like it's pretty easy. The rhythm is the exact same as number 74. But what's tricky is look between measure 2 and in measure 3. You've got to go from the F sharp to open A, and then right back down to G. And you're doing eighth notes at that time. That makes it kind of tricky to go from open A to G. So what should we do? Let's make a tunnel, much like you did with Lightly Row, way back in the day when you're playing Lightly Row. I'm going to put my F sharp down. Don't play this, just watch. Let's see if I can come up here and show you a little bit closer. I'm going to play D, F sharp, I make a tunnel, and then all I have to do is add my G. See, I kept that F sharp down. Watch that again. Make a tunnel. All right, now let's shadow bow that. That's the hardest part of the song, by the way, is measure 1 through 4. Shadow bow, 1 take, 2 take, 75, shadow bow, D, F sharp, make a tunnel, G, 1 take, 2 take, 1 take, off. Now try playing that with me. If you don't think you're ready to play, pause the video and practice the parts that you need practice on, and then join me with the video. Okay, 75, and make a tunnel, don't forget. That's going to be your key to getting this right. 1, 2, 75, and go. D, F sharp, make a tunnel. G, careful with the last note. 1 take, off. All right, now practice that till you don't mess up, then practice it till you can't get it wrong, and then practice it more to make it better. Make it better in tune, have a straighter bow, be better with your metronome, make sure your last note only gets 1 beat, but it does get a full beat. All of those things go for perfection. It's like the goal we never achieve, but we're always reaching for. Keep practicing, and then you'll be ready for your next video.